Hello and welcome or welcome back to a Chip Off the Old Block Toys. I'm Jeff and today we're going to do version 3 of the Medieval Dragon. That is a 3-in-1 creator set and it's set number 31161, 715 pieces, no minifigures. Now, whenever there's a 3-in-1 on this channel, we get 3 copies. And we do 4 videos. We do version 1, version 2, today will be version 3, and then we do a 4th video with all 3 versions lined up side by side so that you can see side by side which one is the best version. And you get to be the judge of that. Now I'll tell you my opinion which one I think is the best, but ultimately it's up to you which one you think is the best. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to do a time-lapse build of the 3rd version, and then I'll be back to give my review. Just remember that these videos are Enzo approved. This concludes the time-lapse build of set number 31161, the Medieval Dragon. I apologize if you hear some wind and the house creaking. I started this video much earlier in the day. In fact, it was so warm earlier today when I was mowing the lawn on the road riding lawnmower. It was hot because it was so still. And then all of a sudden, I'd say about 2 o'clock this afternoon, my phone popped up and said, hey, you got a wind advisory till 9 p.m. Well, it's after 9 p.m. and we still have sustained winds over 25 miles an hour and sometimes gusts that are worse than that. So anyways, if you hear that, I apologize, but let's get into the review. But before I do that, let me tell you about my reviews in case you haven't seen my channel before. The first thing I do is I give you the dimensions, and I do it in both imperial and metric. And then what I do is I give a value from 0 to 10, 0 being the worst, 10 being the best. I assign those rankings for value, creativity, playability, ease of build, and part out value. And then the 6 score is the overall ranking where I average those scores. And I do hear that wind, sorry about that. All right guys, let's go ahead and let's jump into the review. The dimensions on this thing is 16 inches from wingtip to wingtip, which is 41 centimeters. It is 8 inches wide, which is 20 centimeters, and it's 8.5 inches from the top of the head to the table, which is 21.5 centimeters. Now, as far as value, this set has got one of the best values I've seen in a long time. the price of Legos is going up. In fact, the price of everything is going up. And this one has 715 pieces, and it retails for $59.99. That is 8.4 cents per piece. That is a great value in my opinion. So I'm going to give the value a 10 out of 10. As far as the creativity, before I give it the ranking, I don't know if everybody else noticed, but this guy looks very similar to this guy here. And this is a Harry Potter set. It's called Fox Dumbledore's Phoenix, and it's 76394. And it does look very similar. The only difference is, in this set, it has a little wine thing that flaps the wings. This one does not, but it is very similar otherwise, even some of the coloring. But anyway, it's not the same set, but I just wanted to point that out, that it does look very similar. This is a slightly cheaper version than this one was. But anyway, creativity, I do like it. It does indeed look like a bird. I love the feathers, how you can kind of space them out. I do like the fact you can detach them. So for those reasons, I will give the creativity a 9. Playability, I'm also gonna give it a 9. And the reason I give it a 9, now this looks like it'd be more of a show piece, like, you know, like a statue you'd place on a shelf or something. But the fact that they made it so easy to detach, I think that adds to the playability, and I'm gonna give that a 9 as well. As far as ease of build, well, there's only one booklet here. And the booklet's very simple. It's 150 steps. There wasn't anything too difficult at all. The most difficult part is that when you have the 3-in-1s, you have to open up all the bags, so you have to fish for the pieces. And here's the extra ones from this particular set. But anyway, ease of build, I'm going to give it a 9. Part out value, I'll only give it an 8, and that's because you guys know that I'm not a fan of the wedge pieces, the wedge plates especially. Just never been a fan of them. They're hard for me to use. I don't really use them in other builds too often. Maybe I should start building, especially with some of the things like the boutique motel, how they use them to make the building kind of different. There's a couple other sets they've done that with too. So maybe I'll start using them, and maybe that won't be so much of an issue. But for right now, I'm going to give the part out value an 8. And if you average all those scores, it's a 9.0 overall. Alright guys and gals, if you've enjoyed this video, please hit the like button, and if you feel like I've earned your subscription, please subscribe. Also, be looking out for my other videos. I will be doing an Adventures Tower update really soon. In fact, I've already started it, but these things take time because there are no instructions. I'm completely creating it from scratch. So that's coming here soon. I would say in the next week and a half, I'll have another update video for that. If you guys want to support the channel, there's several ways. First way is just make a donation directly, and there is a PayPal link in the description. Or if you need pieces for your mocks and mods, head over to my Bricklink store. There's a link in the description, and we ship within 1 business day in most cases. Another way you can help out is if you need dividers for your Akro-Mils drawers, we make the small ones, and we have an Etsy store. Links in the description as well. If you don't have the financial means, that's totally okay. I appreciate every like, and I appreciate every subscription. I appreciate everything you guys do for us. There's 2 other ways. One is to watch another video right after this one. If you do that, it just helps out. The algorithm, it tickles it, and it puts it out to more people. So please watch another video if you have the time. I have some short videos you can watch. Another way you can help out is just by sharing a link to this video or any of my other videos on other social media platforms, so you get the word out there for me that I'm here. I don't have a marketing department. I don't have the time or the money for one. So if you do that for me, it helps spread the word. And my whole entire purpose of this channel is to spread the love of Lego and the hobby. So if you want to help me out doing that, please share a link. All right, guys, be good to each other. Stay safe out there, and I'll catch you on the next one.